Hello, this is Bart Sharp. I will be teaching the classes of the Modern Shaman in January of 2019 in Austin, Texas. I do shamanistic clearings and consider myself a shaman, though I do not wear any tribal garb, or I've not been a tribal member or done any of the indigenous exercises that a lot of the shamans do. But somehow, when we learn how to go into our inner world inside the body and see the wounded spirits inside of ourselves, negotiate with these spirits and bring them back to be whole parts of us, I consider that shamanistic work. And therefore, I consider myself a shamanistic healer or a shaman that's been doing this type of work for 10 years. And for me, it all started with doing access consciousness energetic clearings. In other words, these were clearings that would clear thoughts, beliefs, and emotions on a cellular and energetic level. We would read the sentences of, how much anger do we hold in ourselves when we go to work? And we would ask these type of questions, and of course all of these places in our body would kind of become triggered energetically, and then we would use a clearing statement and clear them. Now, that's how we began. It's just asking simple questions. Questions that, written out in books and stuff, of access books, which I studied for years, over 15 years. So, going from that intellectual point of view, in time I was learning how to feel it in my body. More like a somatic approach that therapists often use of how do we feel the traumas in our body, which is a great place to start. And that's what I do in the Modern Shaman classes, is teach people how to go in energetically or in a somatic experience, observation of ourselves. Find where we are holding the traumas in our body, and our body will show us by just energizing that part of our body, maybe our gut or our heart, etc. And then when we really get down to what that feels like as strongly as possible, we can do energetic clearings to clear them. Clear things like anger, shame, fear, sadness, all of these core issues that lead to addiction, depression, mood swings, and all sorts of stressful behaviors that most people do not wish to carry. So it's a really effective approach to feel it, do energetic clearings. But somewhere in that process, through the class of the Modern Shaman, I will be training the class members to go in deeply and feel this inside of themselves and start to talk to the spirits within inside of themselves. And so this class just really covers a whole range of ways to interact with our body, from basic clearings to clearings that work with sadness, anger, shame, traumas, meditations to activate our energy so we learn how to be more grounded, more connected to our heart and second chakra. And there's a lot more than that. It's a over 40-page booklet that we cover in a 16-hour class. And we do this class on 2 Saturdays of 5-hour classes, and then 3 Wednesday nights for 2-hour classes. And why I designed it that way is so people will have time to take a class, be in the experience of it, go home, study it, practice it, and then come back to be able to absorb some more fully. So it's a very comprehensive class for 16 hours. And you're going to learn tons of information on how the body works energetically and emotionally, and how that merges together. What is the energy of the shadow? How do we hold anger? Where is shame held inside of ourselves? How do we open our hearts to a greater and larger consciousness? All of these things are part of the class of the Modern Shaman, learning how to integrate and know the body in a way we've never known before. So come join me in the month of January 2019. This is Bart Sharp with the Modern Shaman.